Today we're going to have a look at how we can utilise filters on the service accommodation platform in order to really home in and focus on the segments in the market that you're looking to research. And we can do this across both dashboard and map view. First we're going to have a look at the dashboard and how we can utilise filters there, and then we'll come back to map view and apply filters on that page as well. So the first kind of three tabs that you want to have a look at are rates, revenue and occupancy. To get there you want to go to dashboard, you also then want to go to rates within that. And straight away the first thing you always want to check is to make sure there's no filters already been applied to the market. So we can see here there's no red dot appearing next to the filters button, which means it's currently unfiltered, and we can also see under the price tiers filter it says all. So currently we have absolutely no filters on this market page at all. So in order to apply filters, we press the filter button here, and then that will bring out this slide out on the left where we can then start to apply our filters. So the filters we have available are listing type, property type, the rating of the property, the number of bedrooms, the max number of guests the property can hold, the number of bathrooms, and also the amount of amenities, the types of amenities that are within that property. So at the top you can see saved presets. So once I go through the filters I'll show you how to save a filter, but if you've already got a pre-saved filter you can just click on that, press your preset, and that will automatically load in those filters for you. So if you're doing highly repetitive filters, or if you're very specific filters you want to apply across different markets, you can use the presets to easily just apply them over time and time again. So we can see here that's applied entire place, apartments, and it's applied 2 bedrooms. Just for example, I'll also show how you can filter down these drop downs. We can go like this to drag, so that's now giving us studios to 2 beds, and then you can drag that up, which gives studio to 5 beds, and it shows you here. And then if you want to just do 2 beds, you just drag both sides to the number 2, and that's the same for all of these drop downs. So once you're happy with your filters, you can then come down here and press the active listings button, which will confirm your filters and apply it to the charts. Now by active filters, what we mean is any property that's received a booking within the last 60 days. So if a property hasn't received a booking in the last 60 days, it won't be included in the result set. Now, as I mentioned at the very start of the video, we can see the wee red dot, and what that red dot accounts for is active filters. So now we can see, now we've applied the filter, we can see a red dot on the filter slide out and also next to the filter button, which means there's an active filter being applied to this result set. We just click the X there, and then that will allow us to then access the data. We can look at the download buttons over here, which will download all of this data into an Excel for further analysis with it easily being exportable. And then we can look at other tabs as well, which will already preload the filters that we've applied. As you can see, there's the red dot here, and this is occupancy. And then we can come in here and we can reset these filters. So if we want to go back to having no filters being applied to the data, we can just press up at the top, reset filters, and we can now see all of these filter options have been reset. But in order to actually apply that to the data set, we need to again press the active listing button down at the bottom. And as we can see, now that we've reset all the filters and there's no filters being applied to the data set, we can see that the red dot has disappeared from both slide out and the filter button. So now let's go and have a look at how we can apply these filters all across on the map view. So when we select on the map view, in most situations the filter tab will already be open, but for example if it's not, we simply just press these arrows over here, which will again open the filters drop down. Now if we zoom in on an area, to give you just a quick, there's other videos that highlight this, but we can see over here all of the histograms based on the data that we're seeing within the map. And this is the data, so not only will the map be updated as you filter, but also this data panel on the right hand side will also get updated as you filter down the result set. So again, we can apply the filters. So let's just go in and say entire place. Let's say 2 beds again. And we'll leave all the other filters for just now. We can see it gives us our active listing count, and we want to select that. And as we can see, after a second, it will filter down all of these properties, and it will also recalculate all of our statistics on the right here. And if you're ever wondering what these charts mean, you can just easily click the wee question mark, which will give you a bit of insight into each of the charts. So that was a brief tour on how you can apply filters across the dashboard and the map view to get unrivaled access and insight into any market within the UK and to really succeed in short-term rental market.